came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
H2H. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yellow! Let's go on, 80!
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch switch. 15. Watch that.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Get that ball. Right there. 54. Right there.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Attack!
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Way to let them dogs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check the backer.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
61. Match box.
26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's Elliott, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw is Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Room here to run. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 27 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
50, yellow.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
You don't want this. Smoke. 54 is Mike. Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Go.
Got his man. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to take off with it.
Watch the screen.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Charlie.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
What do you think?
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
There we go. Kill.
Slam.
What do you think?
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Flush to his right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 8.
53, Mike.
Here we go.
26.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Prescott now. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know you felt that one.
It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Travis Kelce. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And a first down.
Mike
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
What we got? What we got?
15.
What we got?
Check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's go on, 80. Yellow.
The tackle
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yellow. Let's go on, right.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Sunday on Sunday on Sunday on Sunday. Come back. Hey, right.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
15.
That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
That's it, baby.
A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mike,
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
56. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
56. He runs.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, 57. You better be afraid of me.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. We're going to 54. Why ain't
56 the mic.
26?
Prescott from the gun. Caught by Cobb.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
26.
Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Wide eight.
56, right there, 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
56 money.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Check.
And that will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A 41-yard snap.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go!
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber. Give me something. Here we go.
Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Chiefs 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take
Let's go,
over
fellas.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tackles. Tight dog.
64.
Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Go. Get out there.
Stay at home.
Here we go. Kill. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Me. Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Hey, watch the slant.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Switch it, hey.
Defense, no game.
Here we go, 46.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Let's go. 26.
Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
3 down. Odd.
Check 52. 49.
Hey, kill, 26.
On first down, it's Elliott, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Under.
56, Mike.
They go to Elliott again.
It's a party now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first.